Here with Eddie Hearn. Eddie, I know you're tired right now, but you always be very available for us, for the media. What do you think about this event? It's a historic event. It's a great fight, but it's the old school against the new school.
Yeah. It's a great, they say idols become rivals, and you got one guy that's done everything, and another guy in Jesse has also done everything, but he's much younger and fresher. He doesn't have the experience of El Gallo, but El Gallo's a great competitor. And I really thought he spoke well up there with his trainer. Like, they're up for this. He looks good. And I don't worry about the layoff, really. I think sometimes... Really? No, because I think...
It's a big issue in boxing, right?
Yeah, but I think as you get older, I think actually you need the rest. Like, I think he would have been excited for this training camp. He would have been so refreshed going into this training camp. He can just work very, very hard. Sometimes timing and everything might be a little bit different, but I don't think it's going to play a part. I think it's actually going to come down to who's better. Jesse, they have a point when they talk about Quadras and Rungvisai. They were at the back ends of their career, but they're still good fighters. But Sonny Edwards is a good fighter, and he wasn't at the back end of his career. But this is definitely the toughest fight by a long way that Jesse has had. So it's going to be really interesting.
Many times people ask about the left hand of Gallo Estrada. It's a big issue every time. What do you know about his physically, about the Gallo Estrada?
Just that he wouldn't take a fight unless he was 100%. Okay. And I think, again, one of the problems he's had in the past is we gave him a couple of fights, a warm-up fight, then he came back and he had a bit of a damaged hand, and because he was more active. So the fact is that he hasn't boxed for over a year. Last time out he beat Chocolatito. His hands will be great. He'll be refreshed, he'll be ready, and that he doesn't need money, so he wouldn't be here if he wasn't 100%. And I think you'll see the best Gallo Estrada on Saturday.
It was easy to make this fight, or was hard?
No,
it
was hard.
Really?
It's a lot of money. Yeah. Because it's a big fight. It's like, if you're El Gallo, everything that you've achieved, why would you fight the young, up-and-coming kid? Like Jesse's hot. They're both pound for pound great fighters. But El Gallo, it wasn't just money. He wanted the challenge, but he's defending his championship, don't forget. He's a champion here, so he had to be paid accordingly.
I remember after that Chocolatito and Gallo second fight, you said, I paid a lot of money to have children against Canelo.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I need to pay more to those guys.
Yeah, of course.
So the question is, are you paying enough money for the lower weight classes?
Yes. The answer is yes, definitely. Because you have to look at the revenue of the event. The reason you can pay Canelo so much money is because he does so many pay-per-view buys. So you always, every event, you look at the pot of money and you pay everybody accordingly, and we do that very fairly. And we had to pay both guys very well for this fight. It's a fight that everybody acknowledges is one of the fights of the year. And I think when you watch it on Saturday, you will think this is an incredible fight.
It's a second match. It's a rivalry next Saturday against Gallo against BAM Rodríguez.
Yeah.
Is a trilogy, a second chance?
I think that every fight, Chocolatito, Estrada, every fight in this division is brilliant, and this fight will be brilliant. So there's a very good chance you could see it again, but we'll see what happens Saturday first.
Back to Chocolatito. I'm from Nicaragua. I follow Chocolatito every time. So what do you think about coming back from a big layoff to fight in Nicaragua?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think that he's never really showed any real signs of regression. I think that it's difficult because the reason that I couldn't do anything with him after Estrada is who is there to fight? I feel like the fight to make was Chocolatito against BAM. But Mr. Honda, as you know, has both fighters. Yeah. He doesn't want to put them in with each other. So, after Chocolatito wins, is it next week he fights?
It's July 12th.
Okay. What next? At super flyweight, at fly, does he go to Japan for a fight? Does he, if Estrada wins here, they do the fourth fight. If BAM wins, does Mr. Honda let them fight? I don't know. But, there's not many big fights for these guys because they've done it all already.
The age for Chocolatito, 37 years old.
Yeah.
Is a big issue right now. How many fights left Chocolatito? from your point of view,
Yeah.
promoter point of view.
Until he starts looking old, and he, I thought he boxed well against Estrada in the last fight. He just started a little bit slow. So this fight, we'll see how he looks. If he looks good, keep going.
Matchroom is interesting to make a
Yeah,
Chocolatitos
sure.
fight in the future.
Yeah, I love Chocolatito. I think he's a great man and a great fighter.
Thank you so much, Eddie.
No worries, thank you.
Okay.